When conventional medicine fails to find an answer, chronic pain and illness create a profound sense of isolation. Patients are left in a vulnerable vacuum, desperately searching for anything that might offer relief. Into that vacuum steps a company called Healy. They sell what they market as a medical miracle, a small device costing up to $4,000 that supposedly uses advanced quantum sensors to cure a massive variety of physical and mental diseases. But technical teardowns of the hardware reveal a different story. The device is built with basic standard circuitry. The highly advertised quantum sensor is missing entirely. The company itself knows this. Buried deep in their legal fine print, they explicitly state none of their medical claims are actually based on science. Despite admitting the science isn't real, relentless social media marketing drives immense demand. Globally, people purchase a new Healy device every single minute. How does a company pull in $140 million a year selling an empty box? And why are so many vulnerable people trusting it with their lives? Healy's official corporate policy explicitly forbids sellers from making specific medical claims, but behind closed doors, in private groups, chats, and one-on-one calls, the script flips completely. Undercover investigations show sellers privately promising that the device can fix botched surgeries, cure clinical depression, and even transmit healing frequencies 3,000 kilometers across Europe to treat sick relatives in Kazakhstan. One high-ranking distributor even shared a story of a friend who completely abandoned her proven cancer medications, relying entirely on the unproven frequency device while the disease continued to metastasize throughout her body. Sellers make these extreme promises because they are trapped in a multi-level marketing structure. In an MLM, the actual product is secondary. The real financial incentive comes from recruiting a massive downstream team of other sellers. To obscure how people actually get paid, the company utilizes a labyrinthian compensation plan. Sellers are forced to navigate 17 different corporate ranks and calculate their commissions using cryptic point systems rather than actual dollars. Research published by the Federal Trade Commission outlines the brutal mathematical reality of these structures. Across the industry, 99% of people participating in multi-level marketing operations lose money. Looking at the company's own U.S. sales force, a massive sea of red represents the 96% of ground-level distributors earning less than $2,000 a year. Only a microscopic sliver of gold at the top takes home the six-figure payouts. When an organization promises massive wealth, but mathematically guarantees failure for the vast majority, it creates desperate salespeople. The dangerous medical claims aren't an accident. They are the inevitable result of a deceptive financial trap. To see where the money actually flows, we have to look past the marketing and open the official financial statements covering that $140 million in annual revenue. This chart breaks down their spending. Claiming to pioneer health technology, they allocate just $1 million to research and development. Compare that tiny sliver against $80 million poured directly into marketing and commissions to keep the pyramid expanding. Digging to the very bottom of the ledger reveals an unexplained licensing payment of $4.5 million sent to an obscure company called Frequency Waiver SRO. That multi-million-dollar payment flows straight out of Germany and into Bratislava, Slovakia, under the guise of confidential trade secrets. Corporate filings show that the Slovakian firm is quietly owned by Healy's own founders. This arrangement lets them siphon millions of dollars directly into their own pockets, completely bypassing their own complex compensation structure. The math strips away the illusion. The company functions less like a medical innovator and entirely like a targeted financial siphon, designed to extract wealth and funnel it straight to the architects. The entire operation is built on a calculated split in liability. The corporate executive sits safely under a legal umbrella at the top, while the ground-level sellers stand completely exposed to the risks at the bottom. The corporate compliance teams and careful disclaimers don't exist to protect the consumer. They exist solely to protect the founders, tacitly forcing desperate distributors to assume all the legal and moral risks required to close a sale. The founders enjoy offshore millions without consequence. On the other end of the transaction, chronically ill patients drain their life savings for a piece of hardware that does absolutely nothing. This illusion leads victims to abandon actual life-saving medical treatments, stealing the precious time that dying patients need most. This exposes a highly profitable, shadowy sector of the economy. When conventional healthcare creates a vacuum of answers, corporations step in to aggressively monetize that fear. Behind all the marketing, Healy is a meticulously engineered legal and financial machine, built explicitly to weaponize human suffering.